Okay, this is going to be a short video on a knife that I purchased, I'd have to say back in maybe 1985. Don't quote me on that. I was working in a place in Philly called The Gallery at the time, and there was a knife store there. And I stopped in there one day, and the guy was, just walking around, the sales guy, and he had this really nice harness on with a, what was, I guess, a boot knife, actually. And this was actually the type of knife that he had in his harness. So I was pretty interested in it, and the price was right, so I made the purchase of it. And I've pretty much had it ever since. And so, you're talking maybe, getting pretty close to 30 years now. So it's about 28 years or so. And I never really thought much about it. This is just like a knife. It's been kicked around a little bit in various boxes, stored here and there, with nary a thought about it. And just recently, I decided to do a little research on it for perhaps doing a YouTube video, and I didn't quite remember the name of it, so I looked up Gerber knives, and I came across the Gerber Mark II. That sounded familiar, but the picture didn't match, and so then I said, well, maybe it's the Mark I. And so I looked up Mark I, and that seemed to be more closely related to it, and as a matter of fact, I think that this is it. Now, I have seen prices for this on eBay as high as $150 at a buy it now price. And that kind of surprised me because, as I said, this knife has just been, sitting in my, various boxes, kicked around a little bit, used to, cut fruit from or vegetables from my garden, just a regular utility knife that I was using it as. And here come to find that it could be worth substantially more than what I paid for it. I don't recall exactly what I paid for it. I believe it was probably in the $20 to $30 range. Once again, don't quote me on that. I'm going way back. I'm going back to mid 80s, and yeah, I've just had it ever since. And here it is. Without further ado. And as a matter of fact, this thing actually is in pretty decent shape. Let me see if I can actually zoom in on this or hold it up a little more closely so that you can see it. It does have slight staining on the blade a little bit. You can see right there. But overall, I think it's in pretty good shape. As I said, this thing has just been kicked around, used. I never really carried it. Probably carried it maybe half a dozen to a dozen times tops. It just, I thought I would be carrying it more, but I just never did. And it's just kind of funny that you can have collectibles or rare items in your possession and truly not even realize it. Okay, there you can see the serial number on there. F1473S. take it back out wide again. Looked like it was having a little difficulty focusing on that. And of course, of note, let's see if I can get that. Let's try to zoom in again. Portland, Oregon, USA. So this is one of the knives that was actually made here in the good old US of A. Before the glut of outsourcing to other countries. And you can see this has shown a little more wear and tear because this was taking the abuse while the knife was stored mostly safely on the inside. You can see that there is wear here on the retaining strap. The edges show fairly good amounts of wear on it. But overall, I mean, there's really no problems with it. You can see the threading is secure. It's not coming apart in any form or fashion. This looks like it may have been layers, so there's really no peeling apart of the layers. You can see on the inside here, perhaps. Little piece of debris there. And just on this edge here, I don't know if you'll see it, you can see just a slight pulling of the threads here on the edges. You can see that there. You can see it against the knife in the background. But in any case, I don't actually think that I'm going to part with this anytime soon. It's like I said, I don't use it very much. It just wound up something that I purchased. Didn't even really know what I had until just I don't know, minutes ago. Alright, thanks for watching, and let me know what you think about my Gerber Mark 1 boot fighting knife. And this has approximately a 5-inch blade. And we'll just compare it to a dollar bill here so you can see the length on it. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.